This video is about 3 of the fastest table tennis blades that I've ever tried. So let's just do it. The first blade is the 𝗕𝗲𝗃𝗏, and I feel this is one of the most bouncy table tennis blades that you can get. Using this blade, I got effortless power, and I think it's down to the construction of the blade. And what I mean by that is that the carbon layer, which makes the blade fast, the carbon is more close to the surface, making it very quick. But the reason it's so high quality is because of the decent control that it maintains. I found it to have a very linear arc, and if you play your shots right, you can be an aggressive monster, really. I surveyed a few of my friends on the size of their 𝗕𝗲𝗃𝗏s, and most of them tend to be around 6.7 to 7 millimeters with a weight of 90 to 100 grams. And I think it's worth talking about the feeling. You get such a direct response with this racket. It's like the ball is it's a trampoline, it's pinging so fast off the rubber and the blade. And it just somehow manages to maintain decent control for how quick it is, but I guess that's just butterfly. And to be honest, I don't think you'd want any less quality for the price that it's at. So in terms of what rubbers you should use with this blade, you can use 𝗕𝗃𝗃 and tensor. If you use a 𝗕𝗃𝗃 then it would help with the linear arc, but if you use a tensor, you could still be an all-out speed beast if you want. And the price range of this blade leads you to believe it's just below the top qualities, but I still feel that it has the quality to be priced to that point, but we're just lucky it's not. Timo Boll's use this blade. Zoran Primorac has obviously used this blade. The blade's named after him. But this is a blade that you can use for fun, but you can also use at the highest level, which I like for its price point. The next blade is a very, very expensive blade, and it's the 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Super ALC. It's very expensive, it's very fast, but somehow it's known for its incredibly nice feeling. I got so much speed when I hit hard, but I had so much control in the short game and the blocking. It was shocking. I mean, but then again, when you're paying $315, you don't expect much less, right? So it's 5 layers of wood combined with ALC, but the blade's known for its amazing shock absorption and its consistent contact and the ability to be consistent with it. It's so unbelievably controlled when you're trying to be controlled, and it's so quick when you're trying to play quick. It's amazing. It generally weighs around 85 to 95 grams, and I have a strong feeling this was not really based off, but close to the 𝗕𝗏𝗍 and ALC. It just feels very similar, except when you hit harder, it just has a lot more acceleration. But I do get a feeling that, like, when I'm blocking in my short game, it feels very similar to the 𝗕𝗏𝗍. Again, you can use tensor or tacky rubbers, doesn't really matter. It's whatever suits you. The blade's got amazing dwell time and it has a lot of bounce as well, so it's a great combination. The handle is very thin though, and the price is very premium. But honestly, if you're really into table tennis, the feeling and quality of the blade reflects the price accurately, in my opinion. The last blade on this list, the 𝗫𝗫𝗁 carbon, is an absolute joke in terms of speed. It's so stiff you wouldn't even imagine. It's known for all that attack, and throw on a couple of MXPs, some 𝗃𝗃𝗃 and it's so fun to play, honestly. And I think the main reason why it's so quick is that it has 3 layers of wood and 2 layers of TAMKA carbon, which is a very, very fast carbon. The blade's actually comparable to a nuclear weapon. If you give it to the wrong person, it could be dangerous. Seriously, if you gave it to a beginner, they'd get like 1 shot on the table out of 10. But if I was to label this racket with 1 word, it would be forward. Forward in table tennis. It's so unbelievably linear and straight. I've never felt a blade this direct. It's so responsive, so bouncy. It's like the ball's gonna crack every time you hit it. What I like is that with a good combination of rubber, you can still produce a lot of spin. You can use a tacky rubber, that'll get you a lot of spin, but even with a tensor rubber, you'll still get enough spin if you have the right technique. Obviously, you won't be able to feel it as well, but the spin will still be there. The reason I say that is because there's not a lot of dwell time and you can't feel the ball too well, so it might feel like it's just pinging off, but if you play the right shot, you will get the spin. Most people that use this blade well are very high rated and have close to perfect technique. It's very difficult to control and your technique has to be amazing for you to be consistent. I do love the sound in this blade, and it's just bloody quick, like all the other rubbers, all the other blades in this list. So those are my, not top 3, but 3 of my favorite fast table tennis blades. So yeah, I hope you guys get to try some of these blades out, and I hope the video was good. I'll see you tomorrow.